Scorpio collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs and cross watchers. Welcome to your 8-card draw. What do you need? Shadow read from this full to new July 2023. I am your reader, Mark Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short. They are my initials. I am a professional witch. I am the president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, 25 years in service. I've been a professional intuitive long before that. I am the author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. It is available for preview on Kindle. There is a link in the description box. I always mention it, but I mention it because there are chakras in this reading, and you can preview the contents for free and see it's divided into chakra chapters. But that's the Kindle version. I keep saying that. It feels like a virgin compared to the Fellini Film Fest, the original PDF that we have over on Patreon. Some of my subscribers. Oh yeah, get the original version edited by my Scorpio soul sister, Jill Schweitzer. Hi, Jill. We're working on the next book at the time of this timeless recording. No, this is the time to recording. I love Patreon. All of my subscribers get 3 benefits in common. They get the daily check-ins, coolest thing ever for me. Unlisted YouTube live stream links so they can chat with me about the day's astrological weather, the magical implications, the spiritual applications, or vice versa, whatever. Always ending with a prayer, a blessing, a little something to send us on our way. And this is my absolute favorite way to start the day, considering what I gotta do in any given day. They also get all the extended readings, the part 2s to the part 1s here on YouTube, as long as they remain subscribers. There's a lot of them. They're all about relationships, and they're juggernauts. Really, some of them are way over an hour. And they also get a significant discount on private sessions with me in general. We'll talk about all of that at the end of the reading. But I love Patreon. It is the coolest thing I've ever done, and we currently have 7-day free trials for our first 2 tiers of subscription, Seeker and Human. So dip a toe if you like. Come Patreon on Patreon with the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons. But you can just call me Mal. Okay, my Scorps, doing the prayer and the meditation for this. I have so many Scorpios in my life in so many different ways and forms too. It's like a lifetime case of Scorpions. Yikes. So I am here to serve, and I'm ready to rock and roll. So let's do some explanation for the new Scorpios and crosswatchers, and then we'll get to the divination. Feel free to jump ahead if you've heard this before, because you got to do it every time, and I'm glad to. An 8-card draw is just 1 card from 8 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about anything, but we are fine-tuning it to a 2-week period, a waning moon from full to new. In July 2023, so that you can let go, release, transform, alchemize. I prefer the language of spiritual alchemy. 3 atoms existing between lead and gold on the periodic table of elements. They cannot be created or destroyed, only transformed, released, forgiven. You get it, right? So when the moon rides at her peak, then your heart's desire, seek, enjoy it. 3 days in, 3 days out, and then usually the shadow work kicks in, the releasing, the letting go. To clear the slate so we can plant a new seed at the new moon. Let's look at this briefly. This isn't a lot this time around. We do have the full moon in Capricorn on Monday, July 3rd. So if you have the holiday week, if you got that extra day in the United States, work. But don't work. But I don't know anybody who's not working, who is, everybody that I know is working on that day so much, pretty much. And that's 9:39 a.m. on East Coast, New York here. So I'm going to wake up in the morning. I'm going to do all the stuff from my 5-card draws, because I apply my 5-card plant a seed, watch it grow beautiful, neuter, absolutely, these 4 pieces of jewelry, big time. And I'm going to do it with a cup of coffee, because moon in Capricorn, Saturn, coffee beans. Done, right? Along with everything else. Might as well. I'm going to drink the coffee anyway. And then, when the moon rides at her peak, then your heart's desire, so you can enjoy yourself for a few days, because then we are waning our way to the new moon in Cancer, another Monday. So yes, it is a new moon on Monday. July 17th, 2:32 p.m. I've been saying, I think 2:32 p.m. Eastern, depending on the weather. Is probably not a great time to light a torch and wave it for the new Monday. I couldn't help myself. Please forgive me. I'm not that sorry. In between, when I'm going to say another coffee day, right? Cancer, cardinal water, coffee magic, done, potion magic, along with whatever my 5 card draws are going to be, and I'll have those out before then for sure. In between those 2 days of note, though, Mars goes into Virgo. For Scorpio, might not be that big of a deal, but other signs, right? That happens on the 10th of July. But this might be Mercury goes into Leo. That is a square to Scorpio the next day on July 11th. Just to be aware of it. Because you can wait until those last 3 days, dark moon before the new moon. Oh, sure, let's see what it'll be. Oh, it'll be in Leo. That should be fun with Mercury in Leo. So this is like do a little bit every day. Stitch in time saves 9, whatever. So that's, I think, enough explanation, except to say there's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs. My sun, my Virgo sun, usually tends to talk about career in some way, unless it's relationship, though they pop up as they will. My moon, more my spiritual, mystical stuff. You know, that you gotta, if you know your chart, you can see how it applies most of the time. But I think that's enough explanation. Let's get down to the divination, and that happens in the still point, except to say cross watchers. This is important. You have the opportunity to get some sympathy, empathy, understanding, and insight into the Scorpio that you are cross-watching for. And you know, it's like, with the Scorpios, they don't give up much unless they absolutely want it, which is fine, please. But if you can apply, like, the affirmation that'll be in this, and there's a little animal magic in here, an archangel, and a healing mantra, maybe on their behalf, or maybe just understanding what they're going through. You help them heal, you help us all heal. Every time everybody does a little bit of shadow work, we all move forward to a more golden rather than leaded timeline. Oh, it's so deep. Ready? Shift from explanation to divination happens in the still point, and it's the best thing ever, so let's go there. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Pantheons override. Using the Caroline Mace archetype cards, I call to the collective pantheons of the divine for the Scorpio collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers watching this video and drawn to this reading. Beloved ones, what is the dominant archetype hovering over the head in the 8th chakra for the Scorpio collective and their cross-watchers, indicating the pattern? The lesson, the soul power being alchemized from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, enchainment to liberation, right? From fear to love, this full to new, July 2023. Ah, the hero. Holding on for a hero to the morning light. I have the hero archetype big time. You can have an archetype a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Mine's lifetime, what's called Chronos, Sacred Contracts, Carolyn Mace. We're using the 8 chakra system, which I got from her Anatomy of the Spirit. She's amazing. MYSS, she's a PhD. EIEIO. Action, family, archetype. The shadow attribute written on here I call the lead, the light attribute the gold, and it's an alchemical process, a percentage, right? So, shadow attribute, escapism, and a false sense of heroism. Now look, if you just Joseph Campbell yourself, right? Gene Shinoda Bolin. I'm sorry. You know, escapism and a false sense of heroism. It's the villain. I mean, what is the opposite of a hero but a villain? And every villain thinks they're a hero, right? On some level, some cause to which they've given themselves, even if it was just for their own survival, and history is rife with it. But it does indicate a journey, as we see in the gold, passion for a journey of personal empowerment. So that's the thing. We think of the hero as the rescuer. The rescuer is another archetype that's in the healing family, right? Or the avenger. The avenger is an archetype also in the action family. Archetype can be some fine lines between those two. I think one of the big, it's not such a fine line, is that it's personal power. Look at me crossing my solar plexus. Personal power, right? Just be like your boundaries, what you're willing to do, are you willing to take the journey? Every hero refuses the call at first, then calamity happens, and then they go, all right, fine, right? Surrender, right? Even Dorothy, right? Absolutely. Okay, let's talk. This is about taking action in the world. So let's look at the next 4 chakras down with 1 card. Daughters of the Moon Tarot, the feminine energy, the goddess energy, heart, throat, third eye, crown is your creative internal alchemical laboratory, and usually the stuff that the Scorpio don't let us see. So let's peek. Please. Yeah. I think someone just thumbed down that. Probably it's okay. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Still point. Goddesses override. If I make them laugh, that's kind of all that matters. Oh, as I call upon my beloved goddesses of water, my beloved goddesses of Scorpio, my beloved goddesses of the powers of the West, please. Beloved goddesses of fixed water, 1 card in clarity for the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, and cross watchers watching this video drawn to this reading. What do they need to be aware of? Heart, throat, third eye, crown, throat chakra minimum. Willpower to delay or not delay that which cannot be prevented. Alchemizing the hero, heroine archetype in this full to new Ace of Flames. This has come up. This has come up before here. I'm not looking at it or figure which sign it was. There's too many. The Ace of Flames or the One of Flames is the Ace of Wands. Now, I've said this in these other readings. This could be in any of those chakras or all of them. I usually go element of fire, throat chakra, right? It's like, ooh, something stuck in your craw, but you got to chew on it. Well, spit, swallow, or chew, right? It's, I'm not dealing with it. Push it out, right? Do something, take action. It's a choice, right? Or chew on it, right? So, okay, so this could be the call has come, right? Because even if it is in the crown chakra, that's still inspiring, desiring, inspiration, information, third eye, right? Chew on it. And then if it's hitting in the heart, path of personal empowerment, feels good. All right. Very creative, but the spark of creativity. You know, you got to tend the spark, right? Choices. Lower 3 chakras we're doing with the Mythic Tarot, the masculine energy, the yang dynamic, relationships in the physical world, stepping out, looking at yourself horizontally from the outside in, or you from the inside out, looking at people, places, and things, relationships in the physical world, including your relationship to yourself in the physical world, your self-image, your self-esteem, your boundary, all that, loyalty, honor code, blah, blah, blah. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. My gods, please override. As I call upon my gods of water, my gods of Scorpio, and my gods of powers of the West, please, beloved one. 1 card in clarity for our beloved Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and crosswatchers who are watching this video and were guided perhaps to this reading. What is your guidance, your grace, your wisdom, your power? What do they need to know about lower 3 chakras, outside in, inside out, to alchemize the hero, heroine on the hero's journey of personal empowerment? This full to new. Wheel of Fortune. Oh, you're fucked. No, I don't mean it. I do, kind of. Because here's the thing. It's the fates, all right? It's the fates, the weavers, the turning of the wheel. This is written. Well, the fates, fate is led. Gold is what you do with it, right? If you take the hero's journey. Totally hero's journey read. I was thinking of making a spread for the hero's journey, but it's got to be at least 13 positions because you got to do the 12 phases, then 1 in the middle. And with all of the cards that I have, it would take forever. You know, it's maybe a once a year thing you might want to do for clients. I'll think about it. But certainly stuff is written in the plan. We don't get to choose the options in the game. We get to choose from the options in front of us. So I would say whatever this is. I'm feeling throat chakra, but you feel you, Scorps. In terms of the hero's journey, like, you know, it's written throughout all of our stories as well as our lives, archetypally, like non-fiction biographical stuff. So go check it out. All right, here we go. We switched up the 8-card draw this time. We let Lucy Cavendish's Blessed Be take a break, and we are, that was the last card down in the, last time we're using the chakra reading cards by Rachel Sharman to get a clue, a tip, a hint on which one of these chakras, and it adds another one. Anatomy of the Spirit is the 8th chakra. This one adds the a 9th chakra under the ground, the Earth Star chakra. Just a clue, a tip, a hint from the higher selves of all involved. And you know, there's usually other people involved on a hero's journey. So Obi-Wan, please take a nice deep breath. Still playing. Higher selves override. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above. What is your guidance, your grace, your wisdom, your power? The clue, the tip, the hint. Start here, look here, read up on that. Stick a crystal on that. Flush this with that. To help the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading, alchemize the hero from shadow light, lead to gold, pain to beast, toxic to healthy, fear to love. I think I said that twice. This full to new, root chakra for sure. Card number 5, family. Family, a bunch of monkeys. I was born the year of a monkey. I'm a Virgo. That makes me a virgin monkey. Sounds like a cocktail, doesn't it? It should be. Harry. Bear Week. Card number 5. Yes, indeed. Base chakra, that's the root chakra. I'm going to read this, but it does have an affirmation at the end. You have pulled this card into your awareness today to let you know the energy of your ancestors is surrounding you. It's a powerful time for healing family wounds and dissolving any ancestral karma. Now, that really takes the Wheel of Fortune into consideration. Considering your fate and your destiny, this life is absolutely woven into others, other soul contracts with other people, which you're not family in every life. I'll never forget, my guys, I was in college, they said to me, your dad wasn't your dad in every life. I was like, oh yeah, right? Woo, like see it differently, right? It has been understood for thousands of years that we carry through our bloodlines old patterns and karma from those family members who walked before us. Just like some physical issues can be handed down in the family line, so can emotional, mental, and spiritual imbalances. There is a big chance that any challenges you are going through at this time could be connected in some way to family karma. Now I'm going to say, crosswatchers, there's an insight right there. It's like, oh. And what are you going to do? Make a Scorpio? Force them to look at themselves? They'll be fine on their own. Their choice, right? Don't push. Unless you're another Scorpio too, and then I don't know. It sounds like Sith versus Sith. Take a moment to tune in. Take a moment to tune in and ask where this pattern or challenge is coming from. You can do this by quieting the mind and taking some time to be still and to listen, which is a Scorpio skill, right, on the inner, to find that stillness, that depth within. Once you identify the root of the issue, you can simply light a candle and have a conversation in your mind with that family member. See yourself handing back the issue to this ancestor. They place this energy into their heart where it transmutes into something positive, and then hand it back to you. Because you know what? They ain't got glands anymore, so you don't got to worry about them being angry and all of that, right? No adrenal glands, like, get them furious. It's a lot easier. Now place it in your heart for healing. Allow this energy to release you from this karma as you now receive the love, wisdom, and guidance from your ancestors. Family is an integral part of life. We are born into these little tribes for a reason. We learn big lessons of unconditional love through the interactions and challenges with family. This card can also indicate that you may have been experiencing a conflict within the family unit, and it is now time for resolution. This could also be a sign that a family member who has passed is with you, guiding and supporting you from the other side. A powerful way to connect to our ancestors is through the energy of trees, absolutely. Take a moment to sit still in nature with your favorite tree and open yourself to hear the whispers of wisdom from your ancestors, the ones who walked this path before you. That's beautiful. Affirmation: I am at peace and at one with my family, because, you know, look, forgiveness is a thing, right? It's our choice, very throat chakra in that way. But this is a root chakra thing, right? So there can be patterns in there that you incarnated into. They're not who you are. Nor was it any soul that ever incarnated, right, in your past ancestral lineage, genetically, however, you know, whenever you want to do that. So root chakra, I mean, so obviously there's that. How much control do you have with the Wheel of Fortune? Only the choices and the decisions that you make, bit by bit by bit. So that Ace of Flames in the throat is really good. The potential is there. It's just the beginning. But I feel like you got this. It's a hero, right? You got to hero up. Heroes in a half shell. Turtle power. No, elephant power first, because we're going to talk to Lord Ganesh through the whispers of Lord Ganesha. Angelo Hartfield. Love this deck big time. I've had a relationship with Lord Ganesh for over 25 years. When I worked with the Ishaya monks, Ishaya, learned their 5 spheres of meditation and just did it before this reading. Yeah, check it out. It was really cool. Great experience. The remover of obstacles, the Hindu elephant-headed god of success and prosperity, and definitely a family kind of god. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Beloved Ganesh, please override. As I call upon the beloved Lord Ganesh, remover of obstacles, God of success and prosperity, what is your guidance, your grace, your wisdom, your power, your oracle message to help the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers watching this video and receiving this reading? Remove the obstacles of those 3 atoms to alchemize the hero archetype from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, fear to love, and on and on and on. This full to new prosperity. I'm going to say it feels very root chakra. I mean, it's definitely that color. Prosperity. Ka-ching. Card number 40. 5. So, you know, does prosperity remove obstacles? Yeah. Yeah, certainly can. But with root chakra stuff going on, you know, that is very that, right? It is sitting on your moneymaker. 45, prosperity. You have the ability to manifest prosperity into your daily life. Ganesha asks that you work on integrating and accepting the spiritual truth that you create your own reality. Psychologically, first and foremost. Truly understanding this makes all the difference when it comes to prosperity. You are responsible for creating and generating your success. It is your divine right to do so. A job in itself does not bring you riches. Abundance is more than a job or having money. It's an attitude. It's about living with appreciation and gratitude daily for all the blessings that are bestowed on your life. And you know that, as like abundance journals, gratitude journals, none of this is new. It is easy to forget or neglect the gifts that you receive every day. Day after day from the universe, the divine source and the creator, right? Until something goes, uh-oh, right? And then, you know, it's hardly a new concept. This is very ancient. One of your promised gifts is your divine ability to generate the success you want in life by using your spiritual talents. These are abilities that are innate within you. You were born with them. They could include writing, speaking, creative expression, or business ability. Utilize your gifts. You are being given an opportunity to notice and develop them and begin offering them to the world. You might like to start writing a prosperity journal. Call on Ganesha to work with you on this. Imagine what would be the perfect day for you and describe it in detail in your journal. And Scorpions, no one needs to see it, right? No one ever needs to know. You put it in a book of shadows, right? Involve all of your senses to make it as real as possible. Now, so here's the thing. Oh, let's stick a pin in this for a second. Yeah, you create your own reality. Your emotions have a lot to do with that. But trying to make it happen doesn't do it, right? Believe me, I've tried, right? It is about... it sounds weird to say, but passive manifestation is saying, I'm just going to feel the vibe, and the universe will line up what it needs to line up. It is more about surrender than control. Mileage may vary on that. Involve all your senses to make it as real as possible, right? Make it visceral. See, hear, feel, smell, touch, taste, and you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and experience in your mind and heart to help bring it to fruition. In other words, bring it all the way into the body, Scorpio. You can do it. I've seen you do it. This is an abundance card. Ganesha is reminding you that you have everything you need now. It's time to claim your abundance. Now look, dealing with family stuff and money. And again, is this about conflict with the family? The hero's journey, it may or may not be, right? But it may very much be about the ancestral patterns of lack and fear of loss, right? Abuse of money, neglect of money, codependence because of money, and loss of money, the 4 ego wounds, right? That's everybody's got them, and if you don't, well, probably you're not looking for YouTube reads. I'm just gonna go out on a limb. Shirley MacLaine. Oh, okay, so look, this is feeling really good. It's fated, it's destined. The wheel's gonna turn with or without you. You might as well go with it, and that's for all of us. So, nothing like a hero on the journey with an animal companion. That's where we're going to turn to the Divine Animals Oracle, when my contact lens decides if it wants to stay with the firm. Can also be an intuitive thing. Feminine energy, left side, intuitive sight. Something that needs to be looked at clearly. And there we go. When your body becomes part of the reading, I am a Virgo though, I'm used to it. Everyone has access to spirit animals and totems. Just which one is there to help? Let's ask. Please take a nice deep breath. I really do love my work. Still point. Totemic override. As I call upon the beloved pantheons of the animal kingdom for the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, I'm drawn to this reading. Who walks with them, who swims with them, who flies with them, who crawls with them, giving them the guidance, the grace, the wisdom, the power, the support, and the oracle message to help them alchemize the hero from shadow light, light to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, this full to new. Seahorse, equality. It's about relationships and equality now with family. Oh dear. What number card is this again? Oh, card number 14. Yeah, because the seahorse, the mama and the papa seahorse, have really equitable exchange of who does what, of how they cooperate. You just gotta say. All right, so I'm just gonna read the first part of this, and I'll see if anything else needs to be said here. Equality. The seahorse. Seek equality in relationships, in particular your intimate ones. You will attract what you resonate. You can decide your future. Hiding from our fears is rarely a good strategy. Well, look, the hero's journey, not confronting fear. It's not really a hero's journey. Hiding from our fears is really a good strategy. It is time to ensure that the domestic and emotional labor in your world is equally shared. Oh, that sounds like family to me. But family means so much more than just biological unit. You know, for me, certainly, right? For sure, yes, I love my family, my Zeus and Hera, and I call my parents. But certainly, you know, equality and all of that is a tricky dynamic. And certainly, when it comes to money and prosperity, it can be. Like most ocean-based elemental magic, the keys here are flow and fluidity. However, seahorse magic can best be utilized around issues of equality. If you want to be seen as an equal, or you are being discriminated against in sex, race, or status, you can ask for the help of seahorse energy to receive balance and justice. And hey, it's a water animal. We're talking Scorpios here. That makes sense. Equality. Equality magic. Let's ask the archangels, though. The Archangel Fire Oracle, everyone has access to archangelic consciousness, because everybody's higher self is called guardian angel in certain teachings. Guardian angels cluster together to create archangels, huge collection, billions and trillions of higher selves as one. And then the archangels gang up together and become the thrones, the powers, the dominions. So it's all one. It's all mystical art, darling. We all have access, but they don't come unless you call. They're cool like that. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Archangelic override. As I call upon the beloved pantheon of archangels, for the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Signs, and Crosswatchers who are watching this video, drawn to this reading, beloved ones, who is waiting in the wings with their wings ready to zoom in and help, giving the guidance, the grace, the wisdom, the power, the support, the love, to help the Scorpios and the Crosswatchers alchemize the hero from shadow to light, lead to gold. Toxic to healthy, pain to peace, Lex to Clark. This full July 2023. Yeah, Zariel. Yeah, Dark Knight. Darlings, you are in the Dark Knight. Archangel Zariel, different than Azrael. First card in the deck. Yeah, there's something going on because a lot of certainly a lot of heroes' journeys involve the Dark Night of the Soul, and that's what the Dark Night of the Soul is. And there are so many ways into it, not just spiritual, right? Really seriously, Jungian psychology, right? We all go through this at least once in life. I've had several Dark Nights of the Soul in this lifetime because that's how I can help other people through them. There are riches here for you. Let's read it. Sariel, S-A-R-I-E-L, Dark Night of the Soul, often described as one of the fallen angels and the brother of Lucifer, the light bearer. Sariel is an archangel who can help uncover the hidden blessings within darkness. Scorpio, Pluto. Where am I? Got lost in the underworld there for a second. If you are encountering a dark night of the soul, Sariel brings comfort, helping you to offer yourself loving kindness in the depths of your despair. He is a potent ally to call upon when you have nowhere else to turn. Sariel helps us to uncover the triumph within our loss, like the image of him as the African Dogon priest emerging from the darkness in this card. He lights the path to redemption, reigniting hopefulness. When you have met Sariel and understand enlightenment is not only about light, but the balancing of polarities, you will have met the innermost sanctum of your duality and come into the eye of the storm. If you can master peace within your pain, you have mastered your emotions and can find yourself at home within any situation. That's so fucking Scorpio. And that's so Raven. The message, although you may feel like you have abandoned hope, abandon yourself not. You are being cracked open to reveal your depths. Treasures await you on the other side of this deep initiation. And to initiate means to begin. Can be delayed but not prevented. And I will say this, I've had a bunch of them. And they're not a 12-hour thing, or they go on for years, right? It is the most powerful, transformational, as close you get to the divine, that pretty much sucks beginning, middle, and end, and your life gets fucked up beyond your ability to do it, right? It's like, how, right? And so we feel abandoned by the divine, where the truth is we're sitting right there in its hand, giving us its full attention, and we don't see it. It's the paradox of light and dark, and it sucks. But it's a shadow read. At least you're getting your money's worth, which is free on YouTube. So keep an only eye at this point. I feel perhaps there are others on the planet who can make a shadow read fun and entertaining. Gotta admit, it's an odd gift. but it's a Scorpio read. And I was raised with Scorpios my entire life. So let's get our last card down, a healing mantra deck. I would highly recommend whatever this is, even if it doesn't make sense, just go with it. Because a hero needs a mantra. They do, right? Up, up, and away. To the Batmobile. Great hero. There's one of mine. Shall we? The Macon Healing Mantra deck. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Ascended Masters. Override. As I call upon the Ascended Masters of the General Assembly, for the Scorpio Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, we're drawn to this reading. Please, beloved ones, what is the perfect healing mantra to help the Scorpios and the cross watchers? Alchemize, the hero in the 8th chakra, from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy. Creation on the inner, wheel of fortune on the outer, focusing on the family in the root chakra, removing obstacles with, for, and maybe through prosperity there, with the seahorse magic of equality being offered, and Sariel's richness within the dark, those hidden gems and hidden Plutonian jewels that are revealed at the end of the Dark Night of the Soul 9 times out of 10, and it ain't 10 yet. So please, what is the perfect healing mantra for my beloved Scorpio Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers to do the do this full to new July 2023? Resolving anger. Conflict reminds me when I need space for myself. Boop. Scorpio gig. Pull back. Not run away. No. Run in. Run to. Go in. Do you. Will someone please stitch that on a pillow? Pam, write it down. Let's start silk screening. Let's start producing some mal art. Let's not right now at least. So look, I'm going to read it from the bookie book because I just have to, because it crosses every T and dots every I with this, because then we can look at this as an angry option. Scorpio. Go chakra, spit, swallow, chew. Chew is my recommendation. That's what I try and do, at least. Resolving anger. Conflict reminds me when I need more space for myself. When anger is resolved, you are able to see your emotional reactions or the abrupt responses of others as evidence of profound transformation taking place. So it's transformation by fire. All right, very much a Plutonian, an aspect of alchemy. You can't have alchemy without heat, without the element of fire in some way. When anger is present, it acts as a sign of needing more space to face the feelings that are ready to be healed, or to balance out the patterns of doing with moments of silent being. In other words, underneath the anger is something else, usually pain, a feeling of helplessness, a feeling of betrayal. There's always a deeper thing, but then there's always a higher truth that matches that, right? That's just how it works. Heaven speaks in the language of paradox. Just do. As you resolve anger, you are able to find the time you need to be both rested and productive. But particularly with that prosperity here, and I'm getting, this could be a work situation very, very easily. This could be a work situation. Like maybe not so literal family, but like corporate, right? Like on that level, tribal root chakra, we're family. It's like, no, you're not, right? We're all one. This mantra is ideal for managing stress, deepening interpersonal communication. It will do that. And tempering frustration when you take the time that you need for yourself, and you got to admit it's a Scorpio gig. It just is. Well, there are your 8 cards. Let's put them together in a blessimation, and then we'll talk about, the private sessions, probably Patreon, and, there's other cool stuff going on. Janet Grace is already working on the work, career, vocation, music, and this album she's going to make is going to be amazing. Yeah, she's a Scorpio something. Please take a nice deep breath. Hi, Janet. Hi, Jill. Still point. Pantheonic override. Let us end as we began, as I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for our beloved Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross-watchers who are watching this video, receiving this reading. May they be blessed with all that they need to alchemize their shadow to light, their lead to gold, their pain to peace, their toxicity to health, their fear to love, their impoverishment to poverty, embracing their passion for a path of personal empowerment, and certainly dealing with family stuff, symbolic or literal, ancestral patterns included, is certainly a hero's journey challenge to move forward physically, taking action on the path. And yet it is written, it is scripted, it's a video game, it's in the program. Don't get to choose what the choices are, but do get to choose from those choices. Fate or destiny is up to them. So calling in that equality of the seahorse, let's call it what it is, a water element there, to really work that magic for them, and taking the time and space they need to resolve anger, because conflict reminds them when they need space for themselves. Seems like tie a string around their fingers, like, oh right, conflict, pull back. It's not retreat, it's not running from, it's running into, and certainly working with the amazing healing skills of Archangel Sariel to help us confront our shadows and go through the dark night and come out of it better than before, not knowing how we did it. All we have to do is endure it, and considering obstacles are being removed for prosperity to come in many different shapes and many different forms, and with the repetition of this red root chakra energy, including the family and including the Wheel of Fortune in that, certainly the choice is theirs, the option is there, the potential is there. Create or destroy, fear, love, lead, gold, toxic, healthy, fate, destiny. May they be blessed with all that they need to be the happiest, healthiest, wealthiest, wisest version of themselves, freed from chains of pain, bit by bit, day by day, this full to new coming, for their well-being, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So mote it be. And so it is, because it's nobody's fault. Ancestral patternings, they're written into the character development. You read the script. If you didn't, your lawyers did, and you should talk to them. Oh, if you liked the reading, if it helped, hit the thumbs up. What do you think? This is not going to help Scorpios around the world? That's what algorithms do. Comment, subscribe if you want more, certainly, because I'm a lot of fun. And who else can make a shadow read this much fun? I don't know them. But I do know that over on Patreon, on my beloved patreon.com/drawingthecircle, we're doing a lot of cool stuff over there, and there are no algorithms. All of my subscribers, they get the daily check-ins, they get the extended readings, and they get a significant discount on private sessions with me. We are doing that 7-day free trial right now for Seeker, ordinarily $3 a month. Human, ordinarily $5 a month. Well, if you like, you can do it for free. You can do it with me for free for 7 days and jump out. I'll understand. I'm worth it though. The daily check-ins and the extendeds alone. Yeah, but we are saving the extensive discount for actual subscribers. I think that's only fair, but you get the same discount if you're a God Goddess top tier. Or in secret, it's all the same. So yeah, come Patreon on Patreon. I'm a freaking hoot, and I have a lot of Scorpios in my life, and I love them all. So there's that. And if you want to book me for a private session, certainly it's all on my website, drawingthecircle.com. There's a store. You'll see where to click. It's printed there for you in words, legibly. I think there's even a chart. I'm a Virgo. There probably is. But I also made a video called Booking Private Sessions with Mal. It includes all the different ways that I can do it, travel, Zoom, in person, just all of that for both spiritual counseling and readings. And should I ever return to hands-on healing again, those same policies would hold, I guess, is what I'm looking for. I don't know, whatever. So yeah, click the link if you want to book me, because chakra reads, I would take this reading and layer, like, I don't know, like 100 more cards on it, right, until we got to it, right? I want to know So if you want to know, just reach out. I'm here to help. But honestly, this is such a Scorpio read. And Dark Nights of the Soul, I mean, honestly, it's either St. John of the Cross or St. John of the Divine. I always get my St. John's confused, which is weird considering I lived in Bayshore, right near West Islip. It's a very Long Island joke. Reference at least. St. John's, all those St. John's boys. But, you know, understand that you're not the first and you're not the last. And Dark Nights of the Soul are just wonderful in retrospect. Location. So you want to talk to somebody who's gone through it. They're often called spiritual directors. Check them out. And certainly the work of Caroline Myss, Divine Madness. No, that's Bette Midler's Spiritual Madness, and audio that you can find from Myss, M-Y-S-S. She's a PhD. So I hope this helped. I love you all very much. But, you know, all you got to do is endure it. And I'm sure you'll do fine. So do this. Get through it. Heal. Hail. Farewell. I love you. And blessed be.